Hello, so we have another total body strength workout today. Today we're going to do 4 8-minute EMOMs. There are 2 exercises in each, so we'll alternate between the 2. There is an early finisher exercise if you want to keep moving during that minute, otherwise you can just rest. And in between each 8-minute EMOM, we're going to do a minute ab blast, just because why not? So after a brief warm up here, we'll go ahead and get started. But you will need, I like to have options, so I have light, medium, and heavy weights to choose from, but whatever you have works. Make sure you have your water nearby, maybe turn on some music if you like to get moving that way, but otherwise, we're just gonna go, all right? So don't forget to start your timer, heart rate monitors are on, and here we go. Just gonna jog it out a little bit, warm up those legs. So, I forget if I already said this, but my name is Emily, and I'm a certified personal trainer through NASM. I'm also a nutrition coach, and I'm also, in 2 days, going to be 21 weeks pregnant. So, I'm trying to keep moving. I've had to modify things just a little bit so far. Do some chest openers. I can't do Supermans anymore, but I honestly don't miss them that much, so it's okay. I'm also, some days I like jumping exercises, some days I don't, so I will have low impact modifiers depending on what you like to do. But yeah, let's see. Let's do some torso rotations, pivoting on your back foot. This one feels so good. And my goal here is to make workouts that you can follow along with while also getting work out of my own. So I might not be talking through it as much once it gets harder. But that's when you can just turn the music up and just follow along. Okay, let's do some high knees. Again, I don't like jumping around a ton right now. If you want to, you can speed it up, but just taking it nice and slow, gentle. But we have a good mix of total body strength exercises. So I try to do a higher intensity exercise followed by something not as intense. All right, let's do some jumping jacks. If you really don't want to jump, you can do the modified version, but I don't mind these. Okay, let's do a little squat with the toe touch. Squat, toe touch. Quads, hamstrings. All right, that's all we're doing for warm-up. So if you need more than that, pause it, maybe do some laps, whatever you like. All right, so I'm gonna set my timer for 8 minutes, but before I hit go, I'm gonna show you what we're doing. So exercise number 1, you can use two weights or just 1 weight. If you're using 2 weights, I'd make them lighter. You're gonna do a sumo squat, stand, front raise. So nice and wide, toes are pointing out, knees are tracking your toes. Stand and lift. Okay, we're gonna do 10 to 12 of everything. So you can pick where you fall in that range. Exercise number 2, we're gonna do, I'm gonna stick with my lighter weights. We're gonna do a shoulder press, and then bring the weights together for a tricep press. So that counts as 1. Again, 10 to 12 total. If you want, you can keep the weight separate, but that's going to be harder on your shoulders, so just be careful. And then if you finish before the minute is up, we're going to go back to jumping jacks just to keep it moving, or if you want a bit more intensity, you can do some squat jumps. Okay, so here we go. 8 minutes are on the clock, starting with those sumo squats to front raises. Quality over quantity. Here we go. Okay, we got 15 seconds here before we're going into the shoulder presses. So whenever you finish doing some jumping jacks, or you can just rest, totally up to you. Okay, 3, 2, 1, shoulder press. 10 to 12, press, lower, press. That's 1. Just make sure when you're lowering the weights, you're not leaning back. Have a slight forward lean. This is why I don't talk, because I lose count. I think that was 7. All right, 10 more seconds. Some jumping jacks in, grab a drink of water. 3, 2, 1, back to those sumo squats. I forgot to start my watch, that's a bummer. Okay, squat, stand, lift. Going 10 to 12. Good. Okay, 10 seconds. And shoulder press. Might need to go down and wait next time. Go ahead and grab that now. All right, we got 10 more seconds. If you need a drink of water, go ahead and grab it. Okay, 5 seconds, back to those squats. And here we go. And if you did 12 the first time, if you're getting tired, don't feel like you have to stick with 12 the whole time. You should really focus on good quality reps over just rushing through poor quality reps. And good quality means lowering those weights slow. I totally lost count, but I was going for time. Okay, I got 10 seconds. Switching out those weights if you need to. Go up, go down, and here we go. Shoulder press to triceps. All right, so I just did 10 that time because I feel like that was what my arms needed that round. Got 10 more seconds. About to start our final round. 3, 2, 1, squats. All right, we have 5 more seconds. Last time, shoulder press and triceps. Here we go. All right, 15 seconds. Okay, jack it out. 10 seconds, and we rest. And go ahead and rest. Grab some water. I have to be honest, I love legs. Arms are growing on me, but I've always preferred leg exercises. Okay. We're going to go into our first ab blast. So go ahead and hydrate. Keep moving around while I'm talking. We're going to do 1 minute of a sit-up with a twist. So you're going to come down on your mat. Knees are bent, feet are planted. You can have your arms up overhead if you need to. You're going to sit up and just twist to one side. And then lower down slow. Sit up, twist to the other side. Okay, we're going to be here for a minute, so definitely pace yourself. Okay, ready? Here we go. Good. If you want to, you can hold a weight. But just know that if that weight gets too heavy, don't sacrifice your form. Set that weight down. And as you're lowering back down to the ground, don't just let your head and your shoulders collapse down. You want to have nice control the whole way through. Got 10 more seconds here. And rest. Awesome job. Okay, we are going to go into our second EMOM. We're already 1/4 of the way done with our workout. EMOM number 2, we're actually going to stay on the floor, so have your weights nearby. And we're going to be doing a lot of glute bridges, okay? So the first exercise we're going to do, same thing as before. You're doing 10 to 12, whatever feels right for you, but we're going to do a glute bridge with an alternating chest press. I'm going to push my weights out of the way. I'm going to start with my 10s and go from there. But basically, your feet are planted, tighten those tummy muscles, engage those glute muscles. You're going to push your hips up. Hold on, this feels weird. Okay, you're going to push your hips up, and you're going to alternate chest press. So holding one arm up, you're going to do 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth, all the way up to 12. I'm actually going to go up in weight, I think, for that one. But exercise number 2 is the same thing, glute bridge, but this time we're going to do an alternating soul crusher. So I'm going to stick with my 10s here and see how it goes. But again, pressing your hips up high. Keep squeezing those glutes. Keep driving your heels through the floor. You're going to hinge at the elbow, like you're going to drop the weights right on your head, but don't do that. And then you're going to alternate lifting one at a time. Okay, so that was 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. Okay, I'm stick with my 10s. And then the early finisher exercise is going to be plank jacks. So you can be up in your high plank if you prefer that. You can be down in your low plank if you have any wrist troubles. You're just jumping your feet apart, or you can step wide, step narrow. Sound good? 8 minutes around the clock. Get a last little drink of water. Choose your weights wisely. And here we go. Keeping those hips high. Keep squeezing those glutes. Okay, coming down nice and safely. When you have about 20 seconds for plank jacks. Oh, I was kneeling on a rock or something. All right. And if you don't want to do this, you can just grab water and kind of hang out. Okay, go ahead and back to those skull crushers. Glute bridge. Weights up, hinge at the elbow, and squeeze those triceps. Awesome. All right, 20 seconds. And if you are still working and the new minute is about to start, I would decrease the reps. So if you can't get through 12 in less than a minute, do 10. If you can't get through 10 in less than a minute, do 8. Oops, that's it. Back to chest press. Round 2. Hips high, weights up, and try not to let that elbow tap at the bottom of the move. Just let it hover, press right back up. And the other thing, make sure your weights are staying in line with your chest, because you don't want them up by your neck, up over your head. Gotta engage those chest muscles. We just have 10 seconds here, so make it quick. 3, 2, 1, triceps. Hips high, palms facing in. Might have to switch out my weights next time. All right, 20 seconds. Because you definitely don't want to drop a weight on your head in that move. All right, got 5 seconds here. 3, 2, back to chest press. Weights should start feeling heavy. Yeah, mine are. Don't forget to keep those glutes activated. It's easy to concentrate on the weights and forget the other parts. All right. And just like that, we're halfway through. In your plank, we have 10 seconds here. Make sure your hands are staying right under your shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Soul crushers. I'm gonna drop down to make sure I have good form here. Ugh. Okay. And here we go. Hips high. All right. Got 20 seconds. Water when you need it. We're about to go into our last round. Five seconds. Here we go. Last time. Okay, 20 seconds to go here. Okay, last time through, soul crushers. Whew. All right, last time with our plank jacks. All the way to the end, we got 20 seconds. Hands on your shoulders, core is engaged. If your wrists are killing you, come on down to your low plank. Five more seconds. And rest. Whew, okay. Our next ab blast, I should have planned this out better. We're gonna go back into a plank. A high plank, we're gonna do, I'll show you in a second. Oh, sorry, gotta hydrate. Okay, we're gonna do a high plank. And you're gonna do a knee tap, one or both knees. So one or both knees, and then do a mountain climber. And that's it. We're gonna repeat that for a minute. So here we go. Shake out those arms, roll out those wrists. Here we go. High plank, knee tap, mountain climber, mountain climber. Or a single knee tap, mountain climber. And if you need to, push back into your child's pose, because whatever you're doing today might be more than you did yesterday. All right, 15 seconds. Five more. And rest. Whew, great job. All right. Moving on to our third EMOM. We are going to do 10 to 12 weighted burpees with the front jack. And then the second one is an arm exercise, so we can go all out for those burpees. But for the burpees, I would choose maybe your medium weight and see how that goes. But the high impact option, you're gonna squat down, plant those weights, jump back to a plank, back up to your squat, and then pushing weights out to the front. Honestly, that's kind of hard, so if you want to do a jumping jack with weights, that's also another option. The low impact, you're going to squat down, you can step back to your plank, step up to your squat, and then do that modified jack, or do a regular jumping jack, okay? Move number 2 is a 90-degree front raise to lateral raise. So elbows stay locked to 90. You're gonna lift up to the front, so your elbows are facing forward, and then come back down and lift up to the side. So everything is 90 degrees parallel to the floor, and lower back down, and that's 1. So you're doing 10 to 12 of both of those things. And this time our recovery exercise is either resting, or butt kicks, or belt kicks. So you can hold on to your imaginary belt, squat down, and kick your legs, okay? So 8 minutes on the clock here. Get your final sip of water if you need it. And we are halfway through, you know? So just keep chugging along. Okay, starting with those burpees. Here we go. Yes, from the front. All right, I'm just gonna do 8 because I wanna have time to breathe. All right, low impact stuff takes a bit longer just because you can't jump, and that's okay. All right, ready? Here we go. Front raise to lateral raise. Exhale up, inhale down. All right, if you want to rest, go ahead and rest. Otherwise, butt kicks or belt kicks. All right. 3, 2, 1, back to those burpees. About 30 seconds in here. All right. Whew. All right, I'm just gonna rest this time. Those burpees, man. All right, ready for those lateral raises? And here we go. I'm gonna switch out my weights here. All right, right back into it. Whew. Okay, don't worry, I saved the hardest for third. So it's all downhill after this. Okay, back to the burpees. And here we go. Squat, step, squat, jack. If you are stepping, try to alternate which leg you lead with each time. Great job. This one's really tough. Ready for those raises? And here we go. Man, even my light weights are feeling heavy. I don't know about you guys. All right. We have our last round of burpees here. Going big, okay? I know it's tiring, we got 5 seconds, but maybe this is the hardest thing you have to do today, you know? All right, here we go. Last time. Okay, got that out of my system. Alrighty, 15 seconds here. Shake out those arms. I'm gonna grab those weights. And here we go, last time. All right, we have 20 seconds. Last 10, and then a rest. And break. Okay. Whew. I wasn't kidding when I said that was the toughest one. Okay, our 1 minute ab blast this time. We're gonna do a glute bridge, my fave, and then a sit up with a heel tap. So go ahead and grab water if you need it. Keep it moving, but we're gonna do the same glute bridge as before. Lifting your hips up, keeping those glutes engaged. Man, baby does not like this transition. Whew. Okay, glute bridge, drop, and then sit up and tap your heels, okay? That's it, so glute bridge, heel tap. That's all. We're going for a minute. So get ready in your position, heels are planted. Really kicking through those heels. If you are feeling it, you're getting cramps in your hamstrings. And here we go. Still concentrate on engaging those glute muscles. Every time you're lifting up until you lower back down. And keep those core muscles engaged. Already halfway through here. Got 5 seconds. And rest. Whew, awesome job. Okay, we have one final EMOM left. We have 2 exercises plus our final ab blast. And then we are done for the day. Wow. Yeah, scratch that. We're just gonna do this final EMOM, okay? This is it. And then we're gonna stretch. I didn't realize it had already been 40 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna start off with RDLs to a bent over row. So I'm gonna start with my medium-ish weights to do a bent over row. You're just gonna have your feet right under your hips, hinging at the hips, pushing your butt back. And then in this position, your glutes are engaged, your core is engaged, your back is nice and flat, so you're not rounding down, flat back. Then you're gonna turn the weights to the side and do a row, and then stand back up, squeezing those glutes. From the front, hinging down, turn those weights, lift, lower, squeeze your glutes to stand. And that whole thing counts as one. So RDL to the row. Second exercise, we're gonna do a concentration curl. We're gonna alternate sides here. So you're gonna sink down into a squat, a nice wide squat, and just do 10 to 12 curls. Your elbows locked into your inner thigh. If your legs are just burnt out, you can come on down to a chair or a bench. Do the same thing, okay? Really focusing on that bicep. This is meant to be a bicep exercise, not a leg exercise. But the legs are just an added bonus. Okay. Our finisher exercise, our high knee with the twist. So arms are up overhead, rotating, trying to bring knee and opposite elbow together. Okay? Go ahead and grab some water. Push these weights out of the way. And here we go. 8 minutes on the clock. Get ready for those RDLs. And let's do it. Last bit of work. Hinge, row, stand. That's one. Hinge, row, stand. Squeezing those glutes to the top. Okay? Hinge, oops. Hinge, row, stand. Whenever you row, pinching those shoulder blades together. All right. So high knee with a twist. 3, 2, 1. Concentration curl, starting on the right side. Sink down. We're just here. Whew. Feeling those legs. Back to those high knee twists. Rest if you need to. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale as you're twisting. We have 20 more seconds, so grab that water if you need it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. RDLs. So hinge, row, stand. And when you're doing this, don't worry about going all the way down and touching your toes. That's not the point. You're supposed to go as low as you can until you feel a tug in your hamstrings, and that's it. We want to keep our backs flat. Good. All right. Quick little break here. Concentration curls on that left side. And here we go. All right. We're halfway through, guys. 4 more minutes of work. And then a stretch. Got 20 seconds here. So grab water if you need it. Keep those legs moving. All right, 5 seconds. Back to those RDLs. And here we go. Hinge, row, stand. Okay, back to those curls on the right side. We still have 8 seconds here. So get in some high knee twists if you're feeling strong. And here we go. Weight in your right hand, feet wide, 10 to 12. Whew. Okay. Make sure you're engaging your core to lift up those knees. Getting a little crunch action in. And also lower your foot down nice and slow. Soft feet. Quiet feet. All right, RDLs, last time, here we go. Hinge, row, stand. Ten seconds. Quick drink of water. Last time with those curls. Here we go. Weights on the left side. Okay, finishing strong. Last little bit of work here. Final 15 seconds. Three, two, one, and rest. All right, grab a quick drink of water. Move your weights out of the way. We're just gonna do some quick stretching. And then you can move on with the rest of your day or the rest of your night if you're an evening exerciser. Okay. First, we're gonna start with a nice deep breath. So breathe deep, reaching up high. Exhale, let it all go. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. Breathe in out. Okay, next let's go into a quad stretch. If you need to hold on to a chair or a TV stand, wherever, the wall, go ahead and do it. But just try to keep that left or your balance leg bent just a little bit. Your knee is not way out here. Try to keep them kind of close. And then press your hips forward. Get a good stretch in that quad, maybe in your hip flexor. Still breathing. Okay, go ahead and switch sides. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was tough, but you know, it was a lot better with you because I don't think I would have pushed myself if I weren't being recorded. Okay, standing pigeon, so picking up one of your legs. If you need to hold on to something, go ahead and do it just to get started. But the goal here is to get external rotation, still keeping that balance leg a little bit bent. All right, go ahead and switch it out. You might find that one side's way tighter than the other. My right side is my tight side. Just a little quick stretch, okay? This is my favorite stretch of all time, the hip flexor stretch. So kneeling, oops. Half kneeling actually. One foot is stepping forward. You're gonna tilt your hips back like you're pouring a bowl behind you, and then hinging forward or gliding forward into that front leg. So you should feel it in the front hip of whatever leg is back. And if you want to make it more intense, you can engage that back glute muscle. Try and squeeze it nice and tight. I have a super duper tight hip flexor, so I actually do this stretch like 3 times a day because I'm trying to loosen them up. All right, and then let's push on back, straighten out that front leg. Doing a hamstring stretch. Keep your toe pointed up towards the ceiling. Your hands are kind of framing your leg, one hand on each side. Just breathing into it. All right, so according to my watch, I'm wearing a heart rate monitor. Let's go ahead and switch sides. I have burned 453 calories, and I'm sure some of that's due to being pregnant and my heart rate being higher at various workloads than it otherwise would be. But for a 46-minute workout, not counting the warm-up, that's pretty good. So take that knowledge with you through the rest of your day. Not that it really matters that much, but you did a lot of hard work today, is what I'm trying to say. So you should be proud of yourself. Okay, last little bit here. Go ahead and push back for that hamstring stretch. And this is going to conclude our exercise today, guys. So once again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you got something beneficial out of this, because I know that I did. So hopefully I'll see you again soon.